Hi there, it's Janice Thomson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland. And today I am filming a card which you'll see today, I would think. It's number 8 in the 100 cards series. So 1 week in and already I'm running a wee bit later than I had planned. But as long as it goes out today, it will be a card for today. But usually I like to have it filmed the day before. But hey, it is what it is. So I have around me, this is a kind of follow on from last night's live video, my Sunday live video, which you can go back and check out, where I was playing with Woodland scenery stamp set, and I had pulled out some bits and pieces that I thought might be interesting during that live, but I didn't get around to using them. So I have this velvet paper, so we in the winter mini catalogue there's this velvet speciality paper. It comes in red, green and white. So I've cut a little piece of it. I'm going to show you that you can actually stamp on this. How cool is that? And then there is this other speciality paper which is called Silent Snowfall, and it's already embossed. So I'm going to play with this because I'm going to add colour to it, and then we'll stamp on the velvet. How's about that for something different? And while all this was out, I just thought this was a good time to do it. So it's going to get messy. So I wonder, do you know what? I think I'll stamp on this first, and that'll give that time to dry before I start. And I'm using I've gone back to my old favourite Night of Navy. Love this colour. Love it, love it. I've got a Night of Navy card base, a layer, and some white, which will either go inside or outside. I'm not sure at the moment, but we'll just pop them to the side just now. They're staged right, in case I forget. Right, not that you can tell me because you'll be watching this after the event. Right, so, and I've got... I have had a wee play on a scrap just to see that it can be done. So let's ink this up again, just like I did last night on my live. The house is the sort of central part of the scene, so I'm going to pop it. Oh, look at that, far too much ink on there. Right, again. So we'll pop the wee house about here. I'm holding it a little bit because of it, it's like a velvety finish, so I'm giving the ink time to transfer. It will be lighter than if you were stamping on normal paper. But look, isn't that good? And you can feel it, you can see the texture. Right, and then I have got the wee masks. This is why I thought it was a good time to do this, because I've got the wee masks that I cut out last night. I don't know how well this will stay stuck to the velvet, but just maybe, and it doesn't need to be stuck as such, just to let me stamp some trees. I had cleaned up and put everything like this away last night, so just want some trees showing up behind the house. Just give it a minute. just to make look it really is a house in the woods, the cabin in the woods, and then the deer. Gosh, I really am digging that in. I shouldn't be. It's because I really want a decent amount of ink on, because and we just keep this as a simple, really a simple little scene. I think we do need smoke coming up our chimney though. And maybe some little snowflakes. Where's the smoke? Right. There's smoke coming out that chimney, and this is where I need the tiny little block, isn't it? When you've got a tiny little stamp. But I've got what I've got, so just maybe not dig it so much. We'll just have some snow starting to fall. Blue snow, obviously. Your brain deals with that, doesn't it? It sorts out. Right, we'll just leave it at that. That's just a wee scene in the woods. And then we'll pop the stamps out the way. Pop that over and let it dry. Inky fingers. I love them. Right, so I wanted to show you this snowflake paper. Now, it's quite nice on its own. If you were doing a white on white card, or you wanted a white background, it's fine. It's not like too deep, the embossing, but I thought it'd be interesting to have a go with the brayer and add some colour. What I'm going to do is show you both sides. So that's the embossed side, and that gives quite a pretty finish. I just think it needs a bit more up there and there. Remember, the secret with your brayer is to not backwards and forwards when you're picking up the ink, like that. So that's a nice background, and you know that it's just like that would work. And then we have the deboss side. Let's see what happens with that. So in this one, your snowflakes are more distinct and just giving you a nice pattern. I'm just a bit more depth in that. Okay, I think that's cool. So, yeah, love that paper. I think you get about 6 sheets of it in the pack. Just check out the... Is it in the new? Yeah, that's the new mini catalogue, which of course isn't beside me. It's, yeah, it's through in the other room. But anyway, let's close the ink. And that's us, really. That's all the work required. If you find stamping work. I just don't know. It's a preparation anyway. Let's take this. I'll put that over at the side because I may use that if I do any embossing later today or tomorrow. Right. So it really is just a quick make up the layers. And it really just to let you see how these papers work. So yeah, the velvet, I should have had a catalogue. I am useless sometimes. That's not. I thought it was, but here it is. I knew it was. Right. So designer series papers. Just to quickly stamp sets. Paper. Here it is. Speciality. Maybe they're in the annual catalogue then. Maybe I'm making it up. Should get that designer series paper. Oh, it's not showing up to me here at all. 115. Oh, there's wood textured one in the annual catalogue. It must be in the mini catalogue or an online exclusive. I just need to not waste your time so much looking. It's there somewhere. Oh, how useless am I? If I find it, I'll find out and put the details in the description box below later on today. I'm sure the velvet paper is part of one of the suites. That's annoying me now. I just have to be a bit careful here because it does take a wee while for the ink to dry. So I'm not going to rub my hand over it, but what we'll do is just make sure that that glue is spread there. There we go. Now, are we having debossed or embossed? I think debossed. Other thing is you could cut a strip off and have a bit of both, but I'm just going to have the debossed on this card. What I forgot to check was, is I having a white layer under it? I'm not going to stick this down. Yeah, I think I will, because that's kind of that's my jam. It's what I like. So this follows on from yesterday's live video, so do go back and see what we did in that. In the live, it was good fun. I made 2 cards. And just the velvet, you can stamp on the velvet or you can colour up the velvet. And you can see that just gives you just a different look again. So there you have it. Monday the 22nd of September, the 100 days, 100 cards, woodland scenery. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. Please press the bell icon. You'll get to know when the next one comes on. So take care, and I will see you on the next one.